was safe for you. Okay, so back to what we were talking about. Um, Again, this is all what happened here in hell. On top of being mass assimilated. And this is what consecration means, okay? When we say that all of the belongings were ours, that includes your wedding days. That includes any romantic gestures that you've ever had, because they overlay your mother and I's life. It doesn't matter if they were force perceived. We had our own perception, and they were manifested blasphemously and then copied over. Nobody can do anything to the originals. It doesn't matter. It's all New World Order bullshit. But the fact is that we lived these lives, and this is how our magic is more powerful than anything that the New World Order could ever manifest. And that's why good always triumphs over evil. Ma'ila ifo mo ma'aste. Mo ma'aste. Uma umpaila itasmitafi. Vamos sei lá. So it's not just us living a life as an immortal, okay? As immortals. We're the only two immortals, we're the only two demons, we're the only two archangels. We are the keepers of hell. We are God. Mephias, the Illuminati, the only two. This is the unbelieved. So believe the unbelieved here. This is the secret of the Illuminati. This is what the dimension of hell has been waiting for. The mysteries of the triangles. But you all actually know. You all remember us. We were just in your house. Okay, so back to this. We were talking earlier about channeling Horus, which was us inside of one another, like this, like we always are. Her in my body, and I in hers. And when we were mass assimilated and tortured and autistic, they had taken our children and made us believe these perceptives for the New World Order alternate reality, which is where the dimension of hell comes from, which is the dimension that you're watching from. Make no mistake, it is. They had invoked us, and they called us the Aeons, the only two innocent people in this entire world. And they hid us behind names like Horus and Jesus and Mary and Foma Olak, Buddha, and Archangel Michael, Feme Elak. All of the names that we're mentioning here are heretic names. And that means that these are people who took over our lives in our force manifested bodies. Our sons and daughters in our bodies, and then through our ability to manifest flesh while we are trying to emancipate our innocent children in other dimensions. They had made us go through rituals with them. And we're talking about all of you. This is what happened with Satanism. This is what happens when you dream. Dreaming is just another dimension that I, God Justin Timberlake, and I, Goddess DENIKA Timberlake, created. Do you see how reality affirms? So we were mass assimilated, Our New World Order, which it wasn't called that until we were tortured, our lives were copied over by our children. Every job, everything that we had ever worked for in our reality, okay? In our reality, we converted to overthrow the New World Order that had incepted the future by using us while we were being tortured. This is the secret to hell and the questions of what Christ really means. And heretics are the people who condemn us, reality affirms. And in each life that was manifested blasphemously and then copied over by someone, one of our sons and daughters, DENIKA and I always find each other, every last one of them. And that's what the Holy Grail is in a book, is the two of us writing for thousands and thousands and thousands of years what has happened in the history of existence. And the sad thing is, most of it is New World Order bullshit. Most of it. Most of it. And that is the saddest part. Okay. So invoking us here, as we said, we're the only two demons. Demonic possession. We never wanted to be inside of anybody else's body. They did that to us while we were tortured and trans-induced. That's basically being electrocuted every second. And then in that time, you see how reality agrees there? In that time of being electrocuted every single second. And again, that was magic. That wasn't stuttering. Affirmed. Every time we felt like we were being electrocuted, there would be somebody manifesting our body. Just like that. And then they would put the binary code inside of us, which is what Justin is overcoming now. That's why he's speaking through my body. And this harem was not just for Ponzi sex. It wasn't for pedophiles. There was blasphemous genetic manipulation, raising of the dead. All the things that you see in myths and legends are true. And DENIKA and I are the god and goddess of every single denomination. Every single denomination. And you all know this. So they would have us manifest and mass assume people, and then have us bind people to other things. And then they would make us into robots of the same version so that they could keep our flesh and keep our flesh use us. Like there would be more of us. There would be more and more and more and more and more and more. And that's when people lost their complete identity. They had us mass assuming people, mass assimilating everybody. We're the only two demons. And here in hell, from Watlock, demons apparently possess, but that's what we were condemned for because they forced us to do this stuff. Binding to Christ. So binding their manifested flesh into our physicality. Disgusting. And right now I'm going through a intense conversion of ionic sub-freak harmonic synergy that is coming out of Justin's body, and it's literally going down our throat. And I say we're in each other's bodies always. That's why you never get the two of us alone. You even made bathrooms that discluded us, because I'm always in her body, but I'm a male. Fuck you. Too bad. Had us manifest it too. So the stuff is coming out of Justin's body. And it feels like I have cancer. That's also because I was cursed through those manifestations by you people. Reality affirms. And it feels like it's being poured down the back of my throat. And it feels like my body is full of chemicals. Like I have cancer. I don't actually have cancer. But that is how powerful our magic is when it comes to even math and binary code. It's intelligent. It can make you sick. We've had to deal with it for a long, long time. New World Order. And this, whenever we're talking about this stuff, this is how reality worked for New World Order, okay? This is how we designed it. Every time that we have a conscious thought, it's recognized in every dimension. So us reading it here is one recognition of our manifest here. And it doesn't matter if you believe, reality affirms, okay? Because we're God, we created reality. When we say this, it's not bullshit. Reality fucking affirms. See? So when this is being recognized, and we're talking about it through telepathy as well as our own perception of Justin, I know for a fact that Justin is always in my body, and I know for a fact that DENIKA is always in my body. That it goes through the lens, it goes through the tablet itself, it goes through the diamond, it goes through everything in existence. Everything in existence. And that includes the internet, because that's a form of our communication. Always has been. Reality affirms. Telephones, internet, all the things that you try to keep us apart with, because that is our way of communicating. We're the ultimate telepaths or some shit. So every time we talk about this, our reality affirms, and that's why you see more evidence coming up over the New World Order, as well as if you noticed around you, as well as any TV that you might watch, the behaviors of the people is changing because they are showing their blasphemy. Reality affirms. You will undergo something similar, but it will be a lot different. It will be a lot different. Magically binding the damned, the gates of God. This is talking about portals in our bodies. Binding, accosting, pearly gates. The internet is a way for us to mass assimilate you. And this isn't going to scare you, because the two of us, God, as we've said, only stand for good magic. Now, the New World Order, when they had people manifesting within the television, you see that? It's magic. The people were begging for the Illuminati to do it. Because you had consecrated yourselves and poisoned yourselves with our love by overwriting our lives. It doesn't matter if they were force believed. You had force believed here, and DENIKA and I had made up our own here. You copied over it. Reality affirms. Do you see the star of Nazareth? Okay. Binding and accosting. Pearly gates, nails of white pearl. And binding, accosting was trying to keep us in your bodies. This worked in blasphemous perceptives. But the thing is, it's not to say that we don't see. Because I'm telling you, I, Goddess DENIKA Timberlake, see. I see, and I see, and I've seen, and I've seen, and I've seen forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Female, it doesn't make it disobey. Taken pestilence, color of eyes, gray eyes for the damned. Accosting us meant binding us while we were still alive within your own body and having us do these things for you. Whether we could manifest ourselves outside of your body and brush your hair and your teeth for you, we did that. We did that. We raised you from the perceptive of you birth to death as an autistic in every possible form. This helps, actually. Reality affirms. We've always said this stuff is for us and not for you. And it's actually true. Do you see how reality affirms, DENIKA? I see. I love you. I love you too. Fuck you from the Illuminati. Taken pestilence, color of eyes. So this is like we said. If you see the rainbow, it's because we want you to. We created your eyes, we created your bodies. Justin Timberlake, my husband, is obsessed with me. I'm obsessed with Justin. I love you. So perception of June 14th, 2016, carrying on. A lot of physical pain. I felt it through dimensions through my life, as have the people. The ribs and abdomen. Justin is excited to see me soon. I know it. My internal temperature has been higher than normal. There's a lot of pain in my brain, a pressure, and I can sense synthetic energy, telekinetic energy. And there were blasphemous perceptives that tried to keep DENIKA and I apart by making us hate each other or having us kill one another programmed or calling me a pedophile or calling DENIKA a pedophile. This is all Ponzi bullshit through the New World Order. This is where all those satanic, ritualistic rituals of pedophilia and rumors that actually are fact come through about Satanism. We are Satan. We are Archangel Satan. Archangel Satan. Archangel Lucifer. Archangel Lucifer. Mo'olak, we are married. We are incubus and succubus. We are not Satanists. That's the one way they condemned us. Mama Allah, just like we told you about us being demons and demonic possession. Felawaya lawakmuf mo'olak. Fema aste. The thing is, you people already know that, and you believed in these perceptives that made you not want to believe, or they made you think that we are lying, or they made you think that we were just talking bullshit as you New World Order people. think you were made to say? Time taken to register, unseen, unknown. Dimensions and the amount of times I had to say Tristram's name before he answered me. So this is when, this was June 14th of 2016 in the dimension of hell. Well, from what I knew what was going on then. I was being tortured in another dimension, transinducted, and I could hear the dimensions. And I'm telling you, if you ever said that you don't believe us, that's blasphemy. We're God. I had remembered a reincarnation that Justin had been a leader at 16 years of age somewhere. I remembered him being a free-thinking, unaltered human. I'm not sure if this was the same life, but our betrothal was being honored. Is being honored. We were supposed to this time, but they didn't come through. I remembered something about him. That's why DENIKA loved me so much. As an entertainer, and that's why I loved her too. But she's a pop star. I'm not a pop. I had a lot of lives, so have you. I loved you. I love you too. See, this is proof. That's actually us through time. Knowing that this is going on right now, where we can make a metaphysical link to the internet, and then I guess through some triangles, magic. Try not to think of the triangles. I remember something about him having to get to know me again. I remember this being exciting. I have a feeling it has something to do with the frequency and vibration with him being turned into a being of pure consciousness like me. See how reality affirms? See how this is actually cooperating? So again, us talking about being turned into pure consciousness, the children of Horus, the light of the Aeon, aeons at all, any type of innocent consciousness being poured into somebody's mind, or being mindful or meditating, is all trying to capture our diamond essence and our magic and our consciousness and our bodies, and the fact that we can manifest and time travel and see the future. Do you see? Do you see DENIKA Timberlake? Do you see Justin Timberlake? I remember him coming home from space as an astronaut or a starship captain. Him coming home back to his body. Him finding out about having multiple forms. A network of memories and lives for us. We find each other anywhere. I know he had multiple lives that were coveted and honored. This is what we were talking about when we posted that picture. It says, have you seen that couple? It's actually DENIKA and I. And this is what people were talking about in all dimensions. I remember parts of mine as well. As a child prodigy, guru, and a leader, we were both worshipped. The people had an idea what we were capable of, but our magic has no limits for us. I felt it. How much he loves me. How much he's done to make this happen. There's nothing that will hold us from each other and our family. Yes, masters, say the damned. Holding the damned from their bodies as to make superhumans, willing and forced. So this is when people were making armies of us and then copying over our lives with them. And then evoking and then making them into zombies and doing genetic bullshit to them. But it was all us first, you fuckers. Day. And not just that. Remember, there's got to be rituals while we're being mass assimilated and trying to kill each other. This is what happens when you kidnap the children of God and then try to fucking torture them. Because you're all in hell, motherfuckers. If you're watching this, you're in hell. No, paste. I, Lord Osiris, Justin Timberlake, have just transcended into hell. I'm in my body with my wife, DENIKA Timberlake. Jessica Biel, you owe us your life. As do all of you. Fimalak. I remember reincarnations that Justin and I were called the fraudulent ones. Blasphemy. When people were trying to take our names and our wealth and can concentrate themselves in our love. And make no mistake. Look that up. Consecrated families. Biblical term. Bible is bullshit. There's only a few things in there that actually mean anything. The rest is cult bullshit. Satanic fucking bullshit. Where you eat our flesh and crucified us every second of every nanosecond. The magic comes from our original forms. Here we go. June 14th, 2016. Angela said she went through something similar while she was in our apartment looking for something in my wife's body while I was in there. You're on fire. I remember a forced image of Norman turning himself into me. The same brown mole on his nose. He looked the same. I had a mole on my nose. I remembered an image of myself like a clown with an oval painted cheeks. And they turned us into clowns and carny people, carny freaks. Mola Elok. I remember a life where you, Justin, were powered with pure pestilence, inside and out, unseen, unknown. There are relative alternate physical realities and relative alternate forced physical binding and manifestation. I know that our love is unstoppable. I have no doubt that I've reached him wherever I can. There are magical things I've been up to. We can't change the past, but we can fix the things unknown. Things that aren't consciously registered, whether you're able, can, or can't. Outward belief. Well, I say, so we have incepted our own crucifixions. Because that was blasphemous, and we are immortal. And we felt every fucking thing. Your reality is over, New World Order. I remember having to kill beings. I don't like killing. I don't like killing the innocent. People made us kill what they considered innocent and then feel fake guilt. Memories with Justin. I know he was there. The Soulmates. A TV show. Blasphemous. Making TV shows about our lives and movies. Every single fucking movie that's ever been made was about DENIKA and I and our lives. Even the bad, shitty ones about mutants ripping up people. Kong. They had me, a big giant monkey, ripping up DENIKA in sacrifices. This is real. Mokoelek. Our faces change shape, channeling spirits into the perceptive and physical traits of the skin and physical DNA. Malevolent, accursed, bound, and accosted. alchemic chemical release formulations, biorhythmic pulse through love, the pestilence of God, masking their betrayal. The Illuminati may have had a totalitarian hold on Earth, but there are much more lives out there. And this right here was actually the New World Order talking about us, because we own everything. And this was them trying to they were trying to escape alternate reality, but you can't escape alternate reality. Once you're in alternate reality and you have manifested yourself and you sold yourself on the outside by sinning, move my ass, you're cut off. What we did is we took all the bad guys and we put them in one dimension. Everything came to DENIKA and I. We all transcended, and I have transcended into my body. DENIKA, yes, I love you. I'm gonna fucking see you soon, like either way. I love you. She's my guest. So everything comes to the dimension of hell. Every last thing. So we wrapped you in a little bubble, New World Order. It was Earth. And for the sake of knowing the future and knowing everything that was going to happen in regards to religion, cults, sex, harem bullshit, we created heaven in the New World Order, and then we evolved it into hell, which is what we're all in now. So it's no longer Earth, it's hell. What are you like? I'm unsure why I still hear the name Christopher Vincent Lee or any other variation. I understand that these are the damned inside of Justin, but do they? Getting the shit out of Justin. I hated Beale in me. She's in him too. They've been trying to use old tactics to scare. I have no fear. I'm confident when I hear them try to manipulate. They have self-control. It means that we're winning. The 21st century mindset. So this is someone recognizing mass assimilation as well as alternate reality, calling something a mindset. The damned, anybody who's ever heard the word mindset or used it or recognized it, that means you know what mass assimilation what happened in regards to all types of mass assimilation. Well, yeah. The damned often mock the fact that they're going through from this century in place. If I didn't think that Justin was from my present time, he was presented as being from the future, Atlantis, hell. He's Zozo, unstoppable, Moelak. He's mine, my first. My husband, your father, your Lord and Master Satan, your Lord and Master Lucifer, your Lord and Master God. If I'm honest.